Coach William Grazione here. In today's video, we're going to be doing a versus video, and it's going to be chronic caloric deficits versus utilizing some modality of carbohydrate cycling. Which one's going to be the best for fat loss? That's what we want to bring you guys in this video. So if you clicked on this video, chances are you have either A, been on a chronic caloric deficit for a prolonged period of time, or you just want to know the differences between the two. It's come to my attention as of late that there are a lot of nutrition coaches or competition preparation coaches who are just prescribing straight up meal plans with the same caloric amount with no calorie cycling on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis. Even going so far as having people prep for 12 to 16 weeks with no high carbohydrate days. And in today's video, what I'm going to bring you guys are some key factors that I want you to be able to pay attention to if you are ever placed in a position, or if you happen to know somebody who may be placed in a position where they're working with a nutritionist or they're working with a coach and there is absolutely zero flexibility with their ability to utilize some form of calorie cycling. The first consideration I want you guys to think about is going to be your metabolic health, right there. Now, in regards to your metabolic health, let me go ahead and paint you guys a picture. You've been calorically restricted in the past, and then you found somebody who ultimately could help you with reverse dieting. And you reverse dieted your calories all the way up to 2,000, and you hung out there for 6, 9, or 12 months, and you feel amazing. You're thriving, you're stronger than ever, everything's going amazing, and then all of a sudden you decide, hey, why not switch up the goal? Why not go ahead and hire a competition preparation coach, and let's just go ahead and prep for this show. So you find a local coach, and then all of a sudden they take your 2,000 calories and they just slice that, and then they drop you to 1,500 calories for good. Like, there's no strategic planning around having any form of higher carbohydrates around this. You are straight up on a 500 calorie deficit for who knows how long. In this specific scenario, it doesn't necessarily mean that the approach is wrong, okay? Because if I have accumulated a lot of glucose while I was reversing, which obviously would happen over the course of 6, 9, or 12 months, and you want to run this for maybe 1 to 2 weeks, I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea, because essentially what it can help you do is it can help you become more insulin sensitive. Now, when you are in a more insulin sensitive position, having less glucose availability in your bloodstream, think about how willing the receptor sites are to pull that glucose in because you're insulin sensitive. You're not in a position where you may be insulin resistant up here because you've been stacking calories on top of calories for over a year. So this doesn't inherently mean you're doing anything wrong. However, once you have reached a land of having some level of improved insulin sensitivity, in my opinion, that is when you should start to utilize some form of carbohydrate cycling. Now again, the modality that we're talking about in regards to having increases in calories or increases in carbohydrate is specifically designed to allow you to preserve as much of your metabolic health that you work so hard to accumulate. It's there to help you keep that. So if I just said, all right, we're on 1,500 calories and we're going to run that into eternity, what happens is that you will adapt. And this specific person will get down, let's just say they lose 5 or 10 pounds, they adapt. So then the coach says, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and drop your calories to 1,300 calories, and then you adapt again. Next thing you know, you're down around 1,000 calories, and you're adapted, and you're scratching your head, and you're wondering, why the hell am I not losing weight eating 1,000 calories? This is typically when most of those coaches will just begin to increase cardio. We'll just begin to have you doing 1, 2 hours. I've even heard of coaches prescribing 3 hours of cardio a day. That's 21 hours of cardio a week. That's like a part-time job, dude. Could you imagine that? Why would you ever want to do that? You wouldn't ever want to do that. So keep watching this video. So instead of taking this type of approach, which in my opinion would be somewhat idiotic, I would highly recommend, after you have acquired a physiological place of being where you have improved your insulin sensitivity, you are feeling like you can really utilize glucose much more effectively now, then I would say for females, a 48-hour refeed would be a splendid idea. And I would say for males, probably, maybe 2 24-hour refeeds would be a great idea. Okay. Now, even for men, you can stack these on top of each other as well. I've just found that specifically for guys, something that I like to do is whatever their lagging body parts are, or whatever their strengths are within their physique, I'll take one of these high carb days and I'll make sure that, all right, on this one high carb day, you're going to be training chest and back. Okay. And then on the other one, we'll likely train chest and back again. Let's say if their chest and back is a weakness and maybe their legs are a strength. And vice versa. If they have very weak legs, we'll probably save high carb days for your leg days. Now again, there's all different types of modalities that you can utilize, but utilizing some form of refeed strategy is going to be pivotal in your ability to bring the best physique